Hi guys, I'm Jazmin. I'm a natural hair queen. As you can see. Kwani weni dereva. Yeah. Because you're driving me crazy.
Oh, kwani ni dereva. Oh.
Yeah.
We're out here on Tubonge. This is Tubonge.
Welcome back. Cheers. The vibe here is giving, It's giving. We have a special guest over here, always. And today's guest, courtesy of, this month is Mother's Day season, I, with the team over here, we were like, Lee, we can't just be bringing these guys, there are too many. So we thought through, we're like, who deserves this position first? Ha! Yes.
The one and only.
Woo! Ha! And she took a flight, imagine, just for this show.
Just imagine, guys. So we just have to appreciate that. All that effort.
That's it's
speechless.
It's speechless. But yeah, karibu sana to the podcast.
Thank you.
We say Tubonge podcast. Here we are very unique in terms of giving information of each skills, identity, go-to things that you like to do. And for you, this is your day. And I've never done such an intro, by the way.
I'm feeling special then.
First babe. You see that I'm calm. Have you noticed that? Yeah, I'm calm. I took, by the way, I studied you. Like, in terms of, so this, she's coming.
Yeah.
Homework. And then, like, what am I? Even the feet for the knee. I had to think through.
I can see.
I can go and just like this.
What do you mean?
Guys, his fit is giving.
Thank you.
Even the clocks, he has them on, you can't see them.
It's our show, man.
Yeah,
but welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, the floor is yours. And you're like,
I'm like, what? What do you mean by that?
The floor is yours. Yeah, tell them what.
Who
you are, and what you do.
Yeah.
Just a small, as we take it.
Just,
Today's thing is special.
Yeah.
Courtesy of our mothers over there.
Of course.
Because without your mom, of course, we wouldn't be here.
No.
So thank you. Karibu.
Okay, thank you. So hi guys, I'm Jazmin. And I'm so happy to be here. I'm ready to, delve into all these conversations that we have planned. About myself, I'm a natural hair queen. As you can see. I'm coming here to give you guys some tips, some tricks that I've learned along the way. I'm also a uni student, actually a master's student, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So,
and also tell them you do vlogs and
of course. I'm into my social media. I used to do YouTube, which hopefully I should be back soon.
Thanks to this ignition.
This is giving me the to restart. I used to do that, and so on my social media I give you guys like my tips, my tricks, TikTok as well. But my most active place is Instagram. So
yeah, and that's how we linked. But we linked through, of course, our mutuals. And when you're recommended, you're like, ooh,
let's go.
Numbers. So I'm crazy with these things that I'm trying to do for today. But to chop it out. Wow. Tubonge. So, just let's go through this. How's this been, like, your journey in terms of when you're vlogging?
Yeah.
When you're doing your things. What did you intend to be in terms of? Yes, you're delivering us this queen of hair and everything. There's something, of course. I'm sure from today's episode, I know you'll think through and you're like,
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us.
I mean, in terms of like my hair journey, I feel like when you go on social media or you're trying to find like someone who can relate to your exact hair type, I could never really find somebody who had the exact same kind of curl pattern. So what I was trying to do was, you know, be that person for someone else and, you know, be able to inspire people in terms of like hairstyles. I'm not saying like I'm the best, but, you know, I've got my hairstyles, you know, I've got my hair growth journey, and yeah, I can pretty much, you know, back myself in terms of like what I've achieved so far. So yeah, that's where
don't you fear like, especially when I look at your gram and your page, you just enter the shower and some babes are like, please haircut, you know, I need my, you know I mean that, you know, there's those two perspectives of those babes.
Yeah,
how can you inspire them also to just see that water doesn't also just cut your hair?
Yeah.
And for how long have you been doing this to just have that courage, you know, to just walk through? Is it because of your genes?
See, people love to say that, but you know, I used to actually be one of those babes where I was like in the shower, absolutely not, no water on my hair, you know, standing back from it. But I realized that water, you actually need it for your hair. It's so good for it. So even sometimes if I've like tied my hair up in the night and then I'm waking up in the morning, you know, I'll spray it with water because your hair needs that water. Or like sometimes people will like leave their hair for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks and not wash it. And then when you go in the shower, you're like, why am I losing all this hair? It's because, you know, all that build up.
They don't let their natural source of... Wait, let's say this baby is disadvantaged.
Okay.
Her water source is borehole.
Okay.
And you know borehole water is salty. How does that babe survive through that?
Okay, so that's a bit tricky. That's a bit tricky.
It's called Tubonge. Tactics. Okay, but at least I'm trying to, you know, consider being also those. You know, I mean,
definitely.
You know, yeah, you know, this is. Yeah.
I think you definitely have to find a product like a leave-in conditioner that would give your hair that moisture, because obviously the salt is gonna like dry it out. So when I go to Mombasa, sometimes like my hair becomes so dry. So putting that extra product in your hair is so important. Like leave-in conditioner is a main thing, you know, giving it that moisture.
So in short, you're giving us a finesse. Just add a flavor into that spice so that it can just blend into your hair. And then, so how does that, like, how do you find that special? Like for you, how did you take long? How long did it take you to understand that maybe it's coconut oil or maybe it's mafuta ya ng'ombe, you know? Sorry, I'm just trying to... I know. At least she's laughing, you know? At least, I mean, I'm trying to consider both viewers and I'm trying to utilize as much knowledge I have. Yeah. And also to just gel it with your... your packaging and everything.
It's taken a long time for me to realize like what products actually work. But oil is good.
Which oil? Which oil?
Okay.
You don't want to tell them.
You know what? I'll give you some tips. You know, everyone says coconut oil is great, like what you've just said. For me, absolutely
it doesn't
not.
Work for you.
No, you have to mix it with something else.
Okay.
Otherwise, your hair is just going to be dry.
So the moisturizer or something else?
No, so like, you know how you have castor oil is really good, olive oil, almond oil. So even if you have coconut oil and mix it with like some olive oil and then put it in your hair, great. That's a good combo.
Should you freeze them?
Freeze them?
Yeah, you know, I've...
What? Hold up. Explain. What do you mean by that?
Of course, you know, boy child, we've dated these different babes.
Okay. Which babes are these he's dating? Freezing oil?
Relax.
Sorry, run it back.
Let me take you. You know, there's some babes, even they take rice
water.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And then they siphon it. I'm just trying to paint a picture of, you know, when you're the aftermath, when you're seeing your babe taking, you know, the natural routines. I'm sure your boyfriend also, he also analyzes, you know, but he can't tell you, but he will tell us when we're, you know, when we're doing the veggies, organic things.
Yeah.
So in my, you know, I'm trying to fit in.
Yeah.
I'm fitting in, like, you know, like when you wake up, I'm done seeing what you do. So let's say that's such a situation, and they, of course, now the rice water.
Yeah.
They, once you siphon, they put in the some the bottles, shakers that they spray and stuff.
Yeah.
Some put in the fridge in terms of saying they want to let it cool, in terms of, you know, I don't know the science behind all of, and then you find some scoop the olive and then they mix it also a bit of cucumbers, not cucumbers, but
avocado,
the avocado things. Exactly. So I'm so bad.
You're good.
Thank you. So
you know what you're saying.
Yeah. So such signs that you see, or rather I've seen, or even those gentlemen out there that see their girlfriends, you know, take care of their hairs. How do you, you know, mix that and make it the way you're saying to yours? Especially, you see, the thing is, I've given you a different recipe, right?
Yeah.
So your recipe is a bit different. So I'm trying to make them balance and see.
For both men and women?
No, just yours. I was saying, this is Shore's still. No, it's the same Shore's still. She just scooped all these things and then she's now refrigerated this.
Okay.
So does that work?
I think it does. I won't lie. I haven't done the rice method, but I've seen things. But I'm more of like, your routine can be so simple with your natural hair, and you can actually achieve a lot of length if you just keep it simple. Like, I feel like sometimes when you're incorporating so many different things into your hair, you're not giving it a chance. It's like kind of like the gym. You know, you have to stay consistent in like your one routine and then be able to see the difference. Whereas if you're just switching it up all the time, you're not gonna be able to know which one was actually working with your hair. So I haven't tried that out, but I have seen. But avocado is really good. That a hair mask for that, yes, I have tried. Okay. And I feel like that was actually, it makes your hair shine. It's good. It's good. It's giving health. He's giving some good tips.
Yeah. So at least the thing is, I was trying to remember the back conversation when you walk through your shower.
Yeah.
I was thinking, now let's say this other baby who's disadvantaged with the borehole water. That's why we went to the science, the try, you know, mix up behind. And then they're like, I don't want to try that shower, but the recipe she's trying maybe works for her. Yeah. But maybe doesn't work for her. So I was trying to at least accommodate, you know, both knowledge of, you know, both samples.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's healthy at least.
Yeah. You seem to know your stuff.
I've tried. Because also ask me. Also, I look after my hair as well. So because I'm sure it's the same, but for the babes they do more. You know, there's more. Director, you disagree?
I was just gonna ask, what's your routine?
I'm not sharing. It's so secret.
You should be asking what his.
What's your routine? Actually, since you're Rasta.
I ain't do shit.
Wallahi.
Water. That's it. Or you wash it, but how often? Probably once a month.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything's just natural. Just don't get it twisted. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. See, water is good.
Which what you see? You walk through the shower also. Yeah. Wallahi. For sure. Like no. Hey, is that Stone Cold thing? Okay, moving swiftly. Yeah, but So what was today's fate for you?
It's giving.
Apart from did we leave out anything like apart in terms of hair education? You know, whatever as the queen of hair. Do you think you've echoed enough for our men over here so that they can also?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
So my beard is patchy.
Okay.
How can I solve that? Like, I want a full beard.
Full. You wanted to have like that. Yeah. So with that, Almond oil is really good for it. Yeah. Yeah, literally almond oil. And it will also soften it a lot more. So it's really good. Because almond oil is really good because it's a light, it's much lighter than like castor oil. So it's not thick.
Really?
But it's really good for your hair and it's very natural. So just make sure, of course, where you're getting it. I used to usually get it in, it used to be Nakumat, but like now you have... What's it called? What's it called? I'm trying to remember the other one. That's too far. It's too far back. What's the other shop?
Which one? Tuskies?
Not Tuskies. God damn it. What's the other word for Carrefour?
Carrefour? Really?
Okay, not Carrefour, but the other one.
Which one? Nakumat.
Nah.
You guys have me fucked up.
No,
Okay. Oh hell no!
Really?
Okay, so let's. What? What's that shop? Okay, what's that shop in Lavington? Is it? What's it?
Which one?
Is it Carrefour in Lavington in the Lavington?
Chandarana.
Thank you. He got me.
These brands, but we have marketed them. Kindly.
Chandarana, we see you.
To see you.
Since way back.
You know?
Chandarana.
Okay. So Chandarana, they usually have like these. They even have them in like the smallest bottles you'll find, and they have like olive oil, almond oil, castor oil, and coconut oil, and like even the smallest ones. So yeah, almond oil is really good for your beard because it's not so thick, and you'll just put it on, and it feels quite like lightweight. So put that in your beard. You know, I'm not gonna say the other. I love the natural remedies, not like which is the almond oil, castor oil, rather than the shop bought.
Some guys who smoke, they use the ash also. And then you just say them, they're serious.
Seriously.
Applying.
Weed.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
How?
Like, I don't know. They just grind it. I think they mix it with something. And then they use it for hair.
Cocoa butter.
Okay,
But, sorry.
That's wild.
Stop to digress. I had a question. Before we move to the lifestyle.
Yeah, of course.
What would you recommend for like men?
Mm-hmm.
We don't really take care of our hair that much.
Yeah.
So where would be like the starting point, or what can we at least do? First step to be like, oh yeah, you got taking care of my hair.
Okay. That's good.
What would you recommend?
So starting off, I would say find a nice shampoo and conditioner. That's like the main stage, because a lot of people use shampoo that has sulfate in it, which is so bad for hair because it just dries it out and like it defeats the whole purpose of your hair routine. So finding that. So I usually use, so L'Oreal is really good, and it's kind of like in the mid range of like expense. So it's not too high priced. But
what's too high price for you though in that perspective?
No, hair products are so expensive. Like
that's why I want to hear.
So Sheer Moisture is like one of my like top tier. Like I'm waiting for these guys to sponsor me kind of thing, you know. But they have like really good products and it works so well with like curly hair. They have like natural things in their stuff. And they range from like £12.99 to for one product. So that's like, I'm gonna say like 2,500 per product. So I think that's more of like the expensive side, whereas like L'Oreal can be like in the middle. So maybe like, I don't know, 1,000. I haven't checked the prices here.
I mean, in short, you're just telling us the way you babes take care of yourself by having a saving allowance for your hair is the same thing for us in terms of the products.
Yeah.
If you wanna keep shining.
Yeah. I feel like with natural hair you have to put in that work and like find that those natural products that will work well, because one of the products that came into like business or whatever was Cantu, and Cantu was honestly, if you use that, this is my top tip for anyone who's using it. I know a lot of people use it, so maybe you might hate me for saying this, but stop. Just take that product and throw it in the bin. Throw it in the bin.
Throw it in the bin.
That's where it belongs. It is so bad for your hair.
Yeah.
I've seen so many even reviews of like girls who are using it and like there's hair coming out. So it's that's the reason.
And why are they selling them then?
I don't know, but because it's like a lot cheaper and in the beginning.
It's expensive at the end of
Yeah.
the day. Anyway,
Good point.
I mean,
so invest in your hair.
Invest in your hair, man. That's
Yeah.
why you're the queen, and the queen gives us nothing else. I mean, in terms of quality,
Exactly.
over quantity.
So yeah, so in terms of that, I would definitely say find a nice shampoo, conditioner, and then
sure.
Just build yourself a routine. Once you get into that routine, you'll actually start enjoying wash days, and you'll be like,
so you
wow.
have wash days?
Yeah.
I take a long time shower. I take forever showering. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because I start with my hair. I start with the shampoo. I mean, I don't want to give these guys tips, but anyway, wash hair there.
Yeah, you have to have your specific day.
When was your specific day? Maybe Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be
sense.
Sunday, but it depends. Sometimes we like enjoyment.
Okay.
So,
Sunshine. Okay.
so enjoyment can come in the way. So maybe just whenever. Maybe like a Friday. Would love a Friday. Just whenever I feel like it's working with my schedule.
Okay.
Like, let me just.
How many times?
How many times? Once a week. I like to keep like one hairstyle a week and then switch it up. But
transitioning swiftly to the fit for the day as you were going to.
Yes.
So, tell them, school them. What were you going for?
So today I was going for very relaxed. Right now in Nairobi it's very cold. So I went for, just a nice sweater.
Yeah.
My cargo pants. Can never go wrong with cargos.
Of course.
And just my trusted Sambas.
I see.
Because this is like my everyday shoe.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a pair, you need to get one. They're just
kindly, babes.
So
Even for niggas, kindly.
So versatile.
And then jewelry.
So of course I have my rings.
So you're more into the gold than
gold, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
It's gold all the way around. Like
tell them.
You need to leave silver alone.
Yeah.
And then obviously my necklaces, of course, and then my hoops, my trusted hoops.
So it's like basically what I'm saying is when we were discussing what we'll do the fit, the fashion, you're like, this guy. Did you think through that?
I was just like, okay, yep, let's hear it.
Okay. So it's good at least I prepare my
you did.
stuff.
And I'm seeing your fit as well. It's really giving. Yeah.
So
am I even matching?
Yeah. Even for your single ladies over there.
Guys, he has the fit. So I approve.
Thank you. Only in Tubonge you can hear this special information. So what other transitioning like fashion trends are you doing in terms of with this weather?
And just, saying cozy, loving that vibe kind of thing.
Were you prepared
for
this weather when you came back from
No.
UK?
No.
You thought it was going to be...
Absolutely not.
You thought it was going to be... Sunshine.
Yeah.
My life.
In the sunshine.
With the hair?
Yeah. I was like,
oh no.
I was like, it's quite unacceptable that I've come back and it's raining.
And the floods, are you afraid?
Yeah, it's quite scary.
Really? How do we look compared? Okay, let me.
Go on.
This is why I mix international politics and local politics. So, how do you feel when you see the disaster management compared to the opportunities that you've seen abroad? Also our audience. I like that both paint the picture and also come to realization that we're talking about these things as we're also enjoying,
of course,
our lifestyles, our go-to, passion things, and So, what are you feeling in terms of when you land, and then, and you're seeing all the social medias and everything? How are you feeling?
I mean, of course, it's quite sad. Like, of course, reading all the stories that are happening and, wanting the government to do a lot more than that they are. I feel like I've not really been seeing much of what's going into it. I mean, just yesterday I got a text from Red Cross saying, oh, be careful, there's flooding in your area kind of thing. And I'm like, is that where it reaches. Is that what we get? A text? Like, is that the safety measures that are being put in place? Kind of thing. So it's like
you got your message yesterday.
Yeah.
I got mine today. Funny thinking about it. I didn't look at it as a Red Cross.
Yeah.
I'm going for a podcast. What am I doing?
What do you mean by this?
But I read it through. I'm like, where I am strategically, I don't think, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
So that message, okay, delivered.
Yeah.
So, is that enough though?
I don't think so. I feel like they could have just made, even just if they were going to say, we're going to send you a text, and that text would have been like, you know, be safe in your area. Here are ways that you can be safe, kind of thing. And, you know, just, you know, making people more aware, because
there's no education to it.
No.
They should bring all stakeholders involved, you know, rather than one unit identity.
Yeah.
Because when you delegate these responsibilities in terms of even the government, where we know they just did their thing, and then the private stakeholders and also social media influencers, because social media itself is
true.
Untapped.
Yeah.
And there's so much entertainment and fashion and things. Guys are going for events and stuff, but there's no, you know, campaign awareness.
Yeah.
But when it's campaign awareness for COVID, it's popping everywhere.
It's true.
You know, and even the rules for the event changes. So I think in terms of also, they should allow new knowledge in terms of
definitely, I agree on that.
Accepting tools from different, or maybe we are the ones sharing it.
A bit, we've tried a bit, but then the thing is, it's not everyone who's following it, because there's some roads that are closed.
Yeah,
people are still passing on the road.
No, that's true.
So now, how do you mitigate that?
That local,
even if Larry Mado had the interview, the police shut down the road. 30 seconds later, police car passes the same road. You're like,
so is it?
What is happening?
I mean, I think it's we need a chief whip, like a serious one, in terms of how, like, maybe I don't want to mention this guy who's just got his 5th term. You saw him. So this guy, in terms of when delegates information to be done, reached down to the ground, the military or maybe the instruments that take action, you find that they're very it's, you know, effective in terms of, even when they say it's a state of emergency, everyone is at home. But here, when it's state of emergency, you find culprits. So I think Kenya, we need to a bit go back to the drawing book, because we are lacking in terms of that, and that's why you find there's so much opportunities that they're not being mitigated. Anyway, not supposed to go there. We were just
I think it's true, and I think it definitely needs to be more set in place. Like, guys, you're being told, you know, stay safe. Like, I think one of the main things, which was really, social media is a big thing at the moment, and like I was seeing like TikTokers, and you're being told to stay away from like the floods or areas that, you know, like there's a lot of water, like dams and kind of things like that. And then TikTokers are going to those areas to dance, and then, you know, finding themselves getting swept away. And it's like,
really?
Why were you doing that?
There was one.
I mean, it wasn't swept away, but like you could be swept away. But like,
what were you doing?
Why are you going to dance in those areas, kind of thing? And it's just like,
instead of using that information and just say, let's stay home and try and use different positive campaign awareness collaborated with the
you have a following, so use it appropriately. And I think sometimes people with following, they don't want to.
I think it's the education. Maybe, and thank God the Queen, she's here, and to just, despite you know, showing us your go-to things, but also you're aware of also day-to-day reactions in terms of the floods, and, you know, also what we also as social media need to do, also podcasters, because definitely when you start going through this podcast, it allows us to, you know, sit down and talk about, not just talk about just anything. But that's, at least there's some knowledge I've seen from you. Thanks. At
not
least
just
you're
that.
So moving swiftly, So in terms of what do you want to do? I saw you. I've seen there's something you're doing there. Is it something you're trying to come back with?
Yeah.
New content creation apart from your hair and the free hugs that you're offering.
Yeah, I think I really do enjoy social media. I love sometimes even just the small comments like, oh, thank you for this, you really inspired me in terms of like, or giving me a tip that you didn't have kind of thing. It really inspires me to want to get back into social media. And I feel like now that I have not a lot more free time, but I have
and the free hugs concept,
the free hugs concept.
But you guys, let's be serious. You're not doing this thing deep there. You're just doing this in these areas. How come?
Yeah. No, actually, so how it started was I met Arby on Mambo Nation.
Yeah.
You guys, if you haven't seen it, you need to go and support him.
Yeah.
So we actually met, I think it must have been like 2019 when I was first here. And we were, going around and giving these pickup lines.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of his concept. I love his concept. It's just to make people smile.
Yeah. I mean, it's a catchy content, and it's and Kenyans, we are going through a lot of we're like the tax savings.
Exactly.
The last time we were here,
cost of living is insane.
The last time we were here, we were partying. Right now you came here, everyone is alert on the tax.
Yeah.
So the free hugs.
Yeah. So when we first started, we were going around. He started off as going around in his car.
Yeah.
And giving like these pickup lines and just making people smile. So we started off. The first time we went round in Kibera. And initially I was like kind of nervous because I'm like,
even when you said Kibera, I'm like, did you penetrate through?
Yeah, and you're giving this.
How far did you go to Kibera though? Or it was just
I'm not gonna. It was just like kind of like the outskirts. So get up.
So how was this though?
It was nice. Like obviously in the beginning I was really nervous because you're doing the pickup line in English and Swahili at the same time, and like my Swahili is
it's not giving.
We won't get into that though.
It's easy.
Give us one pickup line.
Yeah, give us.
I can give you the pickup line I did. Okay, that's good enough. I didn't make it.
I don't care. Just tell us something. Yes, come up with one. We have to.
Guys,
there's no guys.
Why are you putting me on the spot?
Why in my first thing around my interview? You need to give us that. Give us one. Give us. You have to. We have to tap.
No, okay, give us one that you.
Okay. Yeah. On a bad.
Yeah, this is just guys. This is where I check out. Interview is terminated. Thank you.
So? What?
So, moving on.
Moving on. Azimio? Even you can say Azimio. Something that's give us.
The one you said.
Yeah.
The one I said. Okay, so
said,
it was, you stop and then you'd be like, Kwani weni dereva. Then he's like, he's like, Kwani. Or he's like, he just says something. And then I'm like, cause you're driving me crazy.
Oh, Kwani dereva.
Oh, yeah, you get it. So it's like kind of like those kind of pickup lines. But it's just
the guys are making moves now.
Yeah.
People.
They loved it though.
They loved it.
Yeah, guys were actually smiling. Some guy even ran back to the car and he was like, so what are we doing with this? What are we saying? And I was like, no, it's just a joke. Kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like I really enjoy that because it's just like making someone else smile on their day to day,
and it's captured.
Yeah, and it's fun, and I feel like you're not making fun of anyone. You're just trying to have a good time and making someone else have a good time, which I really enjoy. And in fact, we just recently did the concept of the hugging.
Yeah,
we actually do have another collab coming up soon.
Yeah,
we're trying
there's
to.
There's more.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys you're gonna be doing this for money. Or it's just something you want to transition to many different concepts?
yeah, I feel like that's his kind of brand, and I just love just to just kind of showcase sometimes here and there, and just
you're tiptoeing around.
Yeah, and just have fun. I feel like personality is great on social media.
Yeah.
So
it was fun. I liked it. I was like, this is it. Okay, at least. Because there's one for them we've done at Lavington. There's a guy, you missed the hug.
Yeah.
The guy just looked poor. Man.
He was not happy.
He was not happy. He was like, apana. But it